multi-exclusive dimensional being Kai with another exclusive. Today's video is gonna be about semen retention. Y'all gotta bring it back for y'all. Because now let's get to the deep cause of this. What is semen? Semen is basically your spiritual bodies, what you create in life, whether it be a person, whether it be a place, whether it be a thing. Now, when we talking about persons, this is talking about your children, your child, your thoughts. For me, this also governs that area too. But when we talk about releasing, this is dealing with your 8th house. So I'm gonna pretty much break it down astrology wise, body wise, because everything. When we talking about astrology debunks every single thing. So when we get into the spectrum of male and female, male is your masculine. That's your physical. That's your sun. Feelings and emotions is your internal, which is your moon, which you can't see. But you, of course, we all know our mother, our macabre, the moon in the sky, which brings us manifestations. Of course. Now look, let's take it to the moon. But we gonna get there though. Let me get there. But when we talk about retention is basically withholding. Pretty much withholding your sperm. Keeping it to yourself. And what happens when you keep things to yourself? It don't expand, it don't grow. I mean, it's one thing you can talk about it. It's one thing you can explain about it. It's one thing you can pretty much give game to. But if you ain't out there experiencing, your ass ain't out there moving. Because understand and understand, our mother, our mom, which is the moon, she get around. Feel me? There's no such thing as semen retention with mommy. Mommy is spinning all the time to the right. She getting righteousness. The sun also doing the same thing, which is your physical representation. It's doing the same thing. It's doing the 360. It's not doing no semen retention. It's not withholding shit. It's turning around. So that's semen retention off the back. Now listen, semen retention is a program. And when I talk about a program, I'm talking about you trapped in a square, trapped in a box, and you utilizing a low vibrational scheme, telling people places and things that you're going to hold your sperm, because when you hold shit in, it's very hard to hold things in. We all know that. And as above, whatever goes up, got to come down. As within, whatever goes in with it, whatever is being created in, got to come out. So there's no such thing as semen retention. For me, it's just a moment that you experience. But in some way, shape, or form, it's going to leave your body. Whether you hold it in, whether you don't hold it in. Whether it come out through your urine, or whether it just slip out when you having a wet dream. And wet dreams is basically depending on your vibrations. You vibrating high, you're going to experience all kind of wet dreams. But the whole key and the whole point of the whole process of semen retention is basically shooting your best idea possible. Feel me? Well, it's so many programs nowadays where people telling you about the semen retention, saying, "Oh, don't have sex with women, hold your sperm, don't release." Feel me? Now look, it's okay not to be out here fucking everything, but when we talk about we want to get from point A to point B to point C, here comes where we gotta dilute shit. Because remember, when you just grab your chicken and you just masturbate, or if you're a female, you just finger popping yourself, we all know what's gonna happen. You depleting yourself. So that means basically when you utilizing your hands, you're giving birth to a lower animalistic nature. Which is, remember, every part of your body, which is from your eyes, your eyebrows, your head, your nose, your mouth, your lips, your tongue, your teeth, your ears, your throat, feel me, your chest, your arms, your legs, the lower body, every part of your body is a spirit. And it basically is governed by a certain planet. Feel me? Now, when we talk about first, that's Aries. We talk about second, that's Taurus. Aries is fire, cardinal fire. Second is Taurus. Taurus is dealing with Earth, practicality. Of course, that's why Taurus, feel me, they get issues with their throat. Aries get issues with their headaches. Third is dealing with hands, thinking and communication. That's also dealing with Mercury. That's dealing with Gemini. Fourth is dealing with basically your breast, your chest, your stomach, your back. Fifth is dealing with your back, also your forearm. That's his base. Fourth is basically Cancer. Third is Gemini. Fifth Fifth is Leo, that's fire. 6 is basically dealing with the nervous system, all the veins in your body, your nervous system, your anxiety and shit. That's why we in Mercury retrograde. 7 is dealing with basically your kidneys, your stones also, and it's dealing with little parts of your back also. 8th is dealing with your dick, the pussy, buttocks, anal, oral. 9 is dealing with your hips, the way you move, the way you travel, feel me? 10 is also dealing with your knees, your bones, the joints, feel me? It's also governs arthritis. 11 is dealing with your scatia, your legs, and your ankles. And 12 is dealing with your feet, feel me? How you move around, how you travel. So now, like, basically, being that I broke this down, the reason why I'm breaking it down astrology-wise is because if you don't know yourself, you're going to lead into somebody else's way of imagination, way of thinking about things, or way of going about things. Because listen, when we talk about semen retention, the whole purpose is to get around. The whole purpose is to get out there, explore, interact with people, places, and things. It don't matter what you're doing it, but it's always about what you're using it for. It's all about how you're using it. It's all about not getting lost into your desires, but also making sure that, because you know, you're around certain people that just masturbate, jerk off all day, they get tired, they get lazy and shit. What this is doing, this is basically putting you in a box, putting you in the square and shit, and depleting you. You don't have no energy. Your spirit, your soul within yourself can't really utilize certain bodies, certain gestures. Can't make you move around, can't do much and shit. Because basically, you know, you just giving all your energy, you just shooting out, like, the spirits in your bodies. The spirits that can inhabit your body is basically your sperm cells, basically. That's the overall. So basically, well, it ain't the overall, but it's basically a need of basically what you want to manifest in life. Because basically, when we talk about masturbation and shit, the whole purpose is to basically shoot it inside of a female. Feel me? When we talking about the sex energy. But when we utilizing the sex energy, that's dealing with force. That's dealing with two energies coming together to create harmonious pain, which is good pain, balance, and that's basically creating a life. But when you're doing harmful pain, when you're just jacking off and shit, see, harmonious is dealing with two energies coming together to create in a harmonious way. Harmful would be considered jacking off or finger popping yourself. So basically, when this plays out, when you do this shit, it can harm you in many ways, shapes, and forms. Because remember, the whole purpose is to initiate and create, utilize the 6, which is creations and shit. And if you're just basically self-indulging with yourself and just basically feeding yourself, that's basically you giving all your mind, body, and soul attention to yourself. So of course, you're gonna experience going out there in the public, not wanting to be with people who are losing confidence, having lack of energy, and not being able to do shit, and basically stay focused and just create, initiate. Because whole purpose is to basically utilize your mind, to create, to give yourself an orgasm, to make yourself hard, to make yourself horny, to make yourself wet. This is for females and males. So now, if the only way for you to learn how to do that is by using your hand and just grabbing your shit, then this is really not beneficial for me. Because the whole point is to basically align ourselves and basically do everything with the mind. Feel me? You gotta utilize your right brain, your left brain. When we talk about masturbation, that's just basically looking at it in one way. That's basically jerking off. Now listen. Now, when we talk about people that basically say, oh, don't go with this girl, don't go with that deal. Basically, of course, you don't want to be around these girls because you gave all your life to you, feel me? But you can teach these girls something too. No matter how, it don't matter which way you look at it. Also, the female can teach the male something too. Because remember, we here to teach, we here to put out, we here to push out, initiate, and create, basically. So if you just being naive and not taking circumstances, situations to go for yourself. Remember, people that's out here having sex every day, they manifest way more than people that just basically jerking off or just holding in their semen. Because basically, look at it like this. This is how the sun and the moon rotates. That's a person that's getting around, fucking the shit out of all the planets and shit, and giving birth to new energies and shit. But if you just one planet, like for instance, Earth is rotating too. But if you just initiating and creating and basically, we all rotating together. It's just, if you being naive to the energy to the sky and you're not giving it no attention and shit, then that's just you. You just don't know what's gonna go on. You're gonna be caught into the program and semen retention of not pushing out your energy. You're supposed to push out your energy. Feel me? You're supposed to bust a nut in that chick, and you're supposed to do it in the tub too. This way, when you do it in the tub, everything will go smooth and shit. You won't just be out here jacking off and masturbating and shit. That's how you lose all your hair. Your hair gonna fall off. That's real shit. Cause if you out here just basically focusing on one thing and you're not utilizing it for what you want to utilize it for, you ain't pushing it and creating it, it's gonna harm you in many ways, shapes, and forms. You don't want that. I'm telling you, you don't want that shit. It's gonna harm you. Feel me? But of course, we get lost into our natures. especially like kids and shit. When you're young and shit, you just want to jerk off, have fun and shit. But you know, down the line, that shit it's gonna deplete you. Especially when you get older and shit. But basically, you know, we kids, we powerful. I mean, there's always ways to basically initiate and create and get right back at yourself. And that's where it comes to you taking your power back. Feel me? Because remember, you're just getting possessed by that masturbation spirit. Feel me? And of course, we get possessed every day. That's if we not aware of this shit. Feel me? And there's spirits out here that's willing to come into bodies and willing to experience. And remember, you always get the spectrum of always you wanting to masturbate. You always get these ideas of you wanting to masturbate and shit. As soon as you go on porn and shit, you jack off. Then after that, you're like, yo, I don't even know why I did that shit for. Because you was possessed. Feel me? Because that spirit came in your body. That spirit just wanted to utilize you, use you as a vessel. All right, cool. He got the nut. Boom, I'm out. So now you just left possessed. Feel me? It's just like a one-night stand. I went inside you, I came out. And if I really want to experience this shit again, I'm going to go inside you, I'm going to come out. And I'm going to just basically take your energy and utilize it for whatever I want to manifest it for. Remember, once you shoot out of the sperm, this can create people, places, like people as in your child, your children, places as in your home, businesses, and things as in materialistic things, whether it's money, anything. Feel me? The sex energy is powerful. And if you ain't out here fucking experiencing this shit, your ass being naive, your ass ain't gonna get around places. Feel me? Because the whole point, look, when we talk about the 6 energy, that's creation. That's you, yourself. You're a creation. Now, when you add another 6, that's a female. That's another creation. 6 plus 6 is 12. That's 3. That's the whole purpose of getting another creation. Now, when you add that up, here comes another creation. 6 plus 3 is 9. That's a completion of something. So once that person come out, once that spirit inhabit the body and try to basically once the spirit, which is the idea, which is gonna be the concept of the spirit, basically knowing that this is the father. Well, it's gonna be the behind the scenes. It's gonna shoot right into the mother. It's gonna go from within, from the father, from the father's point of view. His children is gonna basically get shot into your mother. So now that's death. That's transformation right there. That's death. As you inhabiting your father, leaving the body, now it's going to your mother. And boom, you're getting birth through your mother, which is the soul, the feelings and emotions. For me, that's 1 second. Second is the mother. Third is your creation. Now, basically, you take that into consideration again. Boom, boom, boom. So once you utilize that, once you initiate and create that shit, now you're a person. Now you can do the same shit when you get another female. So that's basically you, and you add another one, that's going to be 9. Feel me? That's how I play out. 3, 3, 3. For me, it's only 9 numbers. So that's the completion. So once you do 10, that's going to be 1, and that's space. 2, space. 3, space. 4, space. 5, space. 6, creation. 7 is dealing with wisdom and advice. 8, time. 9, completion. Right back again, that's 20. You just keep doing it all over again. That's how it is. Feel me? But that's pretty much semen retention for you. But basically, the whole point is basically to get right with yourself. Learn how to use your mind, your imagination. Learn how to explore and wander. Don't be listening to people that saying, oh, you're not supposed to be doing this, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're going to lose your energy. You're going to fall short. I mean, of course, yeah, if you just jacking off and shit. The whole purpose is to basically go out there and have fun, have sex. Feel me? You just a spirit in the body. Feel me? But have on your mind what you want to go inside her for. Have on your mind what you want him to come inside you for. Feel me? That's it, that's all. Feel me? Don't get lost into the whole concept of this whole semen retention shit's basically trying to like inhabit you from not exploring or not having fun. Feel me? That's a prison, that's a jail. And when you strike your mind and you focus too much on that, and you just stay in that shit, all you just basically doing is just putting your spirit, your subconscious into another realm of reality of basically coming back here to do this whole shit again. That's also goes for people that basically was trying to basically put themselves in a circumstance situation to learn how to be healthy for the rest of their life, which is vegan. Vegan is a demon, because of course, if you a vegan and you see other people eating certain shit, you're gonna be like, oh nah, that's a motherfucking. You're gonna have demonic energy, opposing energy. You're gonna go against that person. Of course, you're gonna talk about that person. So that's the whole shit. Vegan demons. It's the same shit. It's a program. So at the end of the day, you gotta be careful with these programs you get into. Do shit for what you want to do it for. Don't do it because everybody else do it. Real shit. I love y'all, and we're gonna really get deep into this shit. But this is just episode 1. I love y'all.